Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mikey Report for November 6, 2010. I'm Mikey Edwards. Glad you can be with us. This will be a multiple part Mikey Report, so bear with me. We have quite a bit of news to get to, including stuff from a lot of stuff yesterday, local and national. Right now, Joe Pott is going for number 400, his 400th victory, that is, against Northwestern. They are losing currently 14-0. Penn State's got the ball fourth and 7 at the 50-yard line. So that won't go any further, really. It'll go back to Northwestern, I'm pretty sure. Well, triple overtime game, Michigan over Illinois, 67-65. So there we go. There's that. There was a fire yesterday at Mid-Valley Elementary in Troop Oliphant area. Fire in the bathroom forced students and teachers, over 800, out of the elementary school in Lackawanna County Friday morning, and authorities say it was all started by a 9-year-old boy. Sent more than 900 children home early that day. Investigators determined it was a 9-year-old student who caused all the commotion by taking a lighter into a lower level bathroom and lighting up the toilet paper dispenser. Students never expected to see a fleet of firefighting equipment outside the classroom. We're in school learning, and next thing you know, the fire alarm goes off. So it did. I saw another student said, I saw all the flames, all the orange stuff from the fire, and all the smoke coming up to on top off the roof and everything. So crews contained the fire, but word of it spread quickly through the community. Parents who came to pick up their children arrived to a disturbing sight, with fire trucks and ambulances parked out front. Mother, who was in the school at the time, said no one panicked. Students were moved to the high school auditorium to watch movies until the early dismissal occurred. And so the district superintendent says, we are going through all protocols and our security cameras to check who was in and out of that area at that time. By early Friday afternoon, they figured everything out, blamed it on a 9-year-old who they said took a lighter to burn a toilet paper dispenser, as I mentioned. Our teachers have no tolerance, and our principal and our superintendent, for any kind of juvenile delinquent behavior, so I am sure it will be taken care of, according to that mother. The elementary center is expected to be open for class on Monday. No word yet if 9-year-old boy suspected of starting the fire is suspended or what punishment he could face. And, of course, I told you about the Joe Pott going for his 400th win against Northwestern. Well, Penn State itself is hiking room and board. University is raising the price for room and board. Students living in dorms will pay 4% more for housing and food. It'll be up to an average of $4,370 per semester beginning next academic year. Much of the increase will go toward maintenance or improvements of residence or dining facilities, most of which are 35 years old. It applies to all campuses. That's in local news. Now for some more national news. Dead dying coral found near the BP oil spill site is called a smoking gun. Scientists returning from an expedition off the Gulf Coast said Friday they found the dying deep-water coral near the oil spill site covered in a brown substance. The compelling evidence that we collected constitutes a smoking gun, that the substance is tied to the spill. According to researcher, Penn State biologist Charles Fisher. Wow, a lot of Penn State related stories today. Didn't even realize. Said in a statement yesterday, we've never seen anything like this, he added. Visual data for recent and ongoing deaths are crystal clear and consistent over at least 30 colonies. Site is close to Deepwater Horizon. Research site is at the right depth and direction that have been impacted by a deepwater plume. Based on NOAA models and empirical data, and the impact was detected only a few months after the spill was contained. So, yeah, we're going to be seeing some more there, and some more local news, actually. A baseball deal is possible between Lackawanna County and the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre Yankees. They received new proposal that could spell out new terms of potential sale of the baseball franchise. Though no details were released, the proposed agreement will likely represent an attempt by Majority Commissioners Washoe and O'Brien to negotiate better terms by which the sale of the franchise will go forward with the AAA affiliate company co-owned by Mandalay Bay Baseball Properties and the New York Yankees. Commissioners have scheduled a public hearing for 5:30 Monday at Westside High. Commissioners have used hearings previously to signal a major initiative, such as with the sale of the former county nursing home. O'Brien said, "We're reviewing proposed terms our lawyers and Yankees lawyers have been working out, and will begin consideration of the proposal Monday at a public hearing." Negotiations between the two parties began in earnest in June when commissioners met with the Yankees officials and New York City to discuss revising the purchase option. Current option agreed to by former Commissioner Robert Cordero would sell the franchise for $14.6 million and require the Yankees to sign a 20-year lease at PNC Field. So we will see what transpires on that. We'll keep you posted on that. Nancy Pelosi will seek to stay as the House Democratic leader. She lost the Speaker of the House position with the midterm elections going in favor of the Republican. Nation's first female House Speaker tweets intention to keep her spot despite the widespread complaints about massive losses that will put Dems in the minority. Speaker Nancy Pelosi said Friday she will try to stay on as leader of her party in the House. So we'll see what happens there. Allies said Pelosi will not make the bid unless she felt certain she had the votes. Apparently she feels she has the votes. We'll see. Stocks ended up finishing on a good note Friday after the upbeat jobs data. U.S. employers added better than expected 151,000 jobs in October. We'll definitely talk about that more. Dow ended up not a huge leap as it was on Thursday, but we got some decent gains, 9 points on Friday, ending the week at 11,444. NASDAQ Composite up 1 2/3 to 1225.79, and the S&P 500 up 4 3/4 to 1225.85. And like I said about that economy adding 151,000 jobs in October, first monthly increase since May. Nation's jobless rate still at 9.6%. Private employers hired 159,000 workers last month, Labor Department reported Friday in its monthly employment report, about double the amount expected, while the nation's unemployment rate remained at 9.6 for a third straight month. Government at all levels shed only 8,000 jobs, much better showing than September's sharp drop. And job loss data for August and September were revised to show 110,000 fewer workers were lost than previously thought. Very good news on that. Hopefully it continues that way. Businesses test the waters on hiring that first monthly jobs increase, but economy needs more. So we'll continue to keep an eye on that.